What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another mod showcase. I'm your host, Slayer Straight, and today we're gonna bring something that it's kind of in the base game, but you gotta use the another block called the what's it called again? The custom turret controller. So it's already kind of base game in, but this is just another mod. It kind of instead of also because there's all the I'm sorry, there's multiple ways to do this. Like there's scripts that so you can just add a programmable block and then add like the park script to manually like control like a I think it's like to control a crane and stuff like that. But there's another thing called mechanical keybinds that I want to talk about. And so I'm gonna let my clone tell you all about it, and then we'll build one together. Take it away, clone. Thanks, clone. Oh, I almost fell off the platform. Here you see we got a basic, it's kind of a basic crane. You got a rotor on the bottom. Sometimes you may use a hinge, but you can use whatever like starting point you want. We got a couple pistons, more hinges. Let's switch. Let's see. Another hinge, mag plate, and a rotor. And a cockpit, because you kind of need that. So, like if oops, I turned it off. So, you got basic functions, like you can go forward, up, or that's back to go up and all that stuff. Forward, left, right. Change the hinge. Basically, you can do every single function. Like, let's bring this closer to this camera, and then I'm rotating my mouse right now, so you can rotate sideways and up and down. Up and down is for the rotor. Side to side with the mouse is the hinge, but it kind of does both. Or you can use arrow keys. Left and right for the hinge, and up and down for the rotor. So there's multiple ways to use it. So let's build it. Alright. What we're gonna need is a platform. Oops. Let's switch back. And yeah, let's do that. Alright. Let's just get a couple of rows. It doesn't need to be that big. And let's get a battery. It doesn't matter what size battery for this. Bump on down. Let's go ahead and put our cockpit. It doesn't matter. That one we used a regular cockpit. This one we're going to use a helm. Just do something different. And since it doesn't really matter what type of rotor it is, for those that did use that, it's basically almost piped up completely. So like instead of a mag plate at the end, you could use a connector if you're sending stuff out to connect stuff up. But for this, we're gonna use a regular, and pretty sure you can use this for large and small. So we'll mess around with that in a second too. Let's do that. Let's do 7, 6, 7 again. Basically building the exact same that I was just showing off, and then back to 5, and then 6, and then 9. Alright, so there's our basic. What we need to do is I don't like that view. Anyway, we're gonna go here. You want to scroll down for the helm, and you want to just enable that. But there's another way to do it, and I'll show you in a second. Which I need better view of the hinges. Alright. Okay, so these two are the first two. So I'm going to bind those to roll for Q and E, and I'm going to give it some velocity. Top one, I'm going to give it I'm going to give it a yaw, and I'm going to give it some velocity. Same with the rotor. This is the bottom rotor. Inertial tensor is going to be off, and this one I'm going to give a bind of left and right. Give it some velocity. You can give it as much as you want, but just be careful. It does get quite fast. This one would be pitch, and give it some velocity. I'm going to take all of this and then take out the helm, battery, and nut, and put shear inertial tensor on so it doesn't shake as much. Alright, so now let's take all these. Let's take these two pistons, bind those to forward and back, give it some velocity, and then take the other two, and we're going to bind that to up and down and give it some velocity. Alright, one last thing you want to do, take everything that's in there that you're using and give it a group call control. Hit save and go to G, take and go down, and then just make sure you have this on your hotbar. So that, especially if you're using it for multiple things, you can turn it on and off. So that way, when you're not using it, you don't have to worry about it. So I'm gonna turn it back on, and I'm pushing the spacebar, and you can see the top is going up, hitting down, and alright, I'm rolling the thing over, and there we go. We have ourselves a movable crane. Quite easy. So I kind of wanted to show off that. Let's see if I can do a small grid. How am I quickly going to do that? Let's do it this way. Let's do that. And do 4. Don't need that much, but I kind of just want to mess around with it. Let's go 8 real quick. Let's put a helm on here. We'll just keep this one small, nice and simple. Pretty sure it can work for small grid. If not, we'll find out together. 6. Rotor first and then the hinge. It just gives you that little extra. We'll stick that on there. Make it a little bit different. Alright. Let's see, can we do the same thing here? I'm going to call it control now. And then take that off and that off. Sure, there's a tensor. Take these first two. And I'm going to do the same thing again. Once I do this one, I did roll, give some speed. Don't remember. Doesn't, to me it doesn't really matter, but I just wanted to try it out. This one, let's do forward back. Not that it truly matters. Up and down. Alright, let's turn it on. See if we can get it to work. Hold on. Oh, I did not do this one. Left and right. I didn't get that station control. There we go. And it works. As you can see, it works for large grid and small grid. So it's like you can easily have easy manipulations with large and small for multiple items. So I just quickly wanted to go over that, and hope you found it interesting. I know you can, like I said, I know you can do the same thing with, kind of do the same thing with the custom turret controller and like the park script and all this other stuff. But I just wanted to show you another way that you can use cranes. Take it away, clone. Which clone is it? I don't know. Thanks for that, clone number. I don't know, whatever number you are. There's so many of us out there. It's hard to keep count. But anyway, like you said, there's multiple ways to build cranes, and this is just another example of how cranes can be used to do anything. So there's that, and I hope you enjoyed this mod showcase. I'm your host, Slayers J, and I'll see you next time.